Welcome to Conway, Arkansas, everybody. We are here at Superior Chevrolet, and it's the next episode of FLW Arkansas. Hi, everybody. I'm Carlton Wing.
And I'm Mickey Glover, the General Manager here at Superior Chevrolet.
Got a lot of fun in store for you on this episode, and we've got quite a lineup here at Chevrolet.
Carlton, that's one good thing about us. We do have a versatile lineup for all the Arkansas anglers.
Should be a lot of fun. Let's hit the water right now. We're heading out to Lake Dardanelle. It's the next stop on the BFL Archie Division. After a solid week of intense sun and 100-degree temperatures, of course tournament morning brings rain. And not just rain, but thunderstorms. Now, most anglers will tell you rain is actually pretty good if you have the gear for it, but lightning is a different deal altogether. The forecast called for rain, but later in the day, so we got a surprise. Normally, it's fairly easy to predict the weather in Arkansas in July. All you have to do is just say it's hot, humid, and sunny. In fact, you could pre-tape your forecast as a weatherman and go to the lake. That's what we did, except we got surprised with a little bit of an early weather pattern this morning. Some thunder, some lightning, a little rain sooner than we expected. So these anglers are under a little bit of a weather delay right now as we get ready to get started on the fourth event of the BFL Archie Division. Here with Tournament Director Mark McQuall. And Mark, you always have to wonder about weather. Yeah. And so kind of walk us through what goes through the mind of a tournament director. We got some lightning, a little bit of a surprise on the forecast because when we went to bed last night, it wasn't supposed to be doing this soon.
Yeah, yesterday, we had, high temperatures and humidity. A little bit of rain in the forecast last night, of course, but weren't really expecting this. We get up this morning and I left the motel, I guess about 3:45 or something like that, and just barely starting to sprinkle, but I got about halfway here, and the bottom fell out, wind blowing, lightning strikes everywhere, and now it's kind of letting up. Skies are lighting up, a few less lightning strikes, but we are under a 15-minute weather delay due to the lightning. It's 6 o'clock or so right now, but here just in a few minutes, hopefully we'll get these guys out of here. Safety, of course, always is our main concern, and of course don't want to get anybody out there injured on the water, so hopefully we'll get these guys out here and get fishing.
And the wet doesn't have any problem. We're all geared up for the wet, but it's those lightning strikes. That's what we've got to watch. And so, as you watch the lightning, if it continues on, just another delay, or
yeah, we're just going to kind of do it 15 minutes at a time. Like I said, we're set for 6:15, and right now I think we're okay. And you said the weather was a welcome surprise for a lot of these guys. We've had several 100-degree days in a row, so these guys, they welcome the cloudy, rainy skies, but the lightning kind of a surprise for us. You can hear the thunder right now as we speak, but rain no problem, but no lightning strikes for us. We can't go when it's kind of weather and risk somebody getting hurt out there.
So the anglers had to wait an extra 15 minutes to let the storm front pass through, and then we were off and free to think about fishing. Let's take a look at the season standings to help set the stage for the importance of this event. This is the fourth of 5 events in the regular season, and the Angler of the Year race is tight at the top. Heading the list are the only 2 tournament winners so far, Quincy Houchin of Mablevale, who has 2 wins, and a 10-point lead over Benton's Jeremiah Kendi, who has the only other win this year. And Bryant's Cody Burke is not far behind. On the co-angler side, John Andrews Jr. of Cherry Valley holds a 21-point lead over Benton's John McCullough. Now remember, the co-anglers fish from the back of the boat. The boaters fish from the front. They get paired up randomly the night before the tournament and fish in the same boat, but they are competing for different prize money and points. And as the random luck would have it, our season points leader drew the last slot of takeoff. This is Quincy Houchin heading out as boat number 97.
You ready?
Quincy is starting in an area known as Illinois Bayou, fishing some lily pads. A lot of today's anglers are going for deeper water, but Quincy feels like his big keepers are going to come shallow and is committing to the pattern. The early returns are strong, no less than half an hour in the area, and he already has a keeper of 2.5 pounds. And even though smaller fish and a quick limit are available elsewhere, that's not Quincy's style.
I've always been the type to swing from the fence. I want to win all of them, Of course, who doesn't, but everybody asks, are you going to go find you a place just to get you a limit? And I said, no, I want to win. You win, you're there anyway.
He's landed 2 wins in 3 tournaments so far, so his style has earned some credibility. Meanwhile, near Delaware Park, Sean Gordon is working a deep water target and not finding much activity. But this Russellville native knows Dardanelle is one of the strongest waterways in the state. As a native of the area, what's your favorite thing about Dardanelle?
Probably the diversity. You can fish shallow, you can fish deep. Probably messing up by not fishing shallow right now with these conditions, and I probably will change here in a little bit if I don't get bit pretty quick. But it's just a lake that produces from January through December.
Let's head a little further downstream to Conway and visit the folks who are making this television series possible. Our good friends at Superior Chevrolet have served the outdoorsmen and women for years throughout Arkansas. They are thrilled to continue that tradition with FLW Arkansas. I'm here with General Manager Mickey Glover of Superior Chevrolet in Conway. And Mickey, we talked a little bit earlier, a lot of tow-ready vehicles here on this lot.
That's absolutely right, Carlton. We have just about everything an angler could look for. Just like the Suburban, seats up to 9. Also have a Chevrolet Tahoe that can seat to 9.
Those engines also are the same engines that are in the truck line.
Same engine in the trucks that are in our Tahoes and Suburbans. If you're looking for something a little bit smaller but still need the SUV, we have the Traverse. Our all-new redesigned Colorado, which has been a very popular model for a lot of people. Probably our most true vehicles that we're keeping today are our trucks, of course. In trucks, you've got a heavy duty with a 3/4 ton and a 1 ton. And then probably the most popular truck on the road today is the Chevrolet Silverado half ton. And that's probably what most of our Arkansas anglers are pulling their boats behind.
That's a beautiful vehicle and an excellent ride for the anglers of Arkansas for sure.
Come see us at Superior Chevrolet for all your automotive needs.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hardy, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Hey guys, it's my favorite time of year, because it's time for a bad boy.
Power, performance, cut. A better mower at a better price. And it's all Bad Boy. Industry-leading innovation with our patented Easy Ride system and swing-away design built right in. It's a better mower any way you cut it. 747 cc's, 60-inch cut, $49.99.
Classic American muscle and a blast to drive. That's Bad Boy, baby. Mow with an attitude.
The Superior Spring Savings event has started at Superior Chevrolet in Conway. Take up to $4,500 off on new 2016 Malibu or 2016 Camaro. Fuel-efficient Cruise priced $6,500 below MSRP or receive payments as low as $79 a month. You don't have to wait for year-end clearance pricing. Take $11,000 off now on 2016 Chevy Silverado. Chevrolet, find new roads. Visit Superior Chevrolet in Conway today. Superior people, service, and prices. Not just better, superior.
Welcome back to FLW Arkansas. We last left Russellville's Sean Gordon on the water near Delaware Park. Sean is fishing out of the FLW Living the Dream boat. He earned this by qualifying and winning a series of events, starting locally and regionally, and eventually nationally. Gordon earned the use of a fully wrapped Ranger boat and vehicle and all entries into FLW tournaments where he fished alongside the top pros in the sport, including an Arkansas legend.
It was pretty fun. I roomed beside Larry Nixon several times and traveled with him to 2 tournaments. So I got to learn a lot. He was probably tired of me asking all the questions.
What would you say is the biggest thing you learned by having that experience?
Keep your head up, keep chunking and winding. Things may change in the next cast.
He also learned to adjust, and he's doing that now. The deep water bite has yet to materialize, so he's going shallow. And this is what you call immediate feedback. Just seconds after arriving, keeper number 1 is on the line.
Oh, do you need that for the camera?
Not 1 minute after putting keeper 1 in the live well, here comes number 2.
Number 2.
And 5 minutes later. So within moments of switching strategies, Gordon has 3 keepers in the boat.
Getting smaller, but he'll keep.
Let's take a moment to visit with our friends at Superior Chevrolet with a tip for truck owners.
Some of the things you anglers come across with the greater workload on your trucks with the additional towing and so forth, or a lot more excessive wear and tear on your brakes. And what are some of the things that someone might be able to look out for, or signs that they need attention and so forth?
Well, the vehicle will tend to grab when you hit your brakes, when you apply your brakes, and sometimes you'll even have a pulling. Your front end will try to pull to one side or the other, and you just have to pay attention to your vehicle and let it tell you when it needs to be seen about.
Sure. Well, some of the things that we do here, we do a multi-point vehicle inspection. It's a courtesy inspection involving the checks of brakes, also some alignment checks to make sure that you're getting good wear on your tires and that kind of thing, and it's going to be very beneficial, I think, to all of you.
Yeah, we appreciate Superior Service for all they do for us fishermen.
One of the happiest anglers on the water is Little Rock's Eugene Moore. Now, of course, having a couple of fish in the live well early will help make anyone happy. Both of these came on a chatterbait. Co-angler Brandon Baltz of Walnut Ridge also has a pair of keepers, both caught on a buzzbait. Now, Moore has been fishing the BFL Archie division since the mid-1990s, and he's been doing it in the same Ranger boat he bought directly from Forest Wood in 1993.
I tell you, I don't think there's a better boat built. and it's proven, as longevity, it'll last you a lifetime. All you got to do is just take care of it.
The top 50 anglers qualify for the regional tournament at the end of the season. Eugene enters today's tournament in 47th place, and he'd like a good showing.
Oh, no, he won't go. All right. Well, we're still looking for him.
Those two fish Eugene caught early in the day would be his only keepers, but they were good enough to improve to 37th place in the season standings. Moore's chances are looking better for qualifying for that regional tournament. Our season points leader is still moving forward thanks to the rainy conditions in his area. But Quincy Houchin, for all of his success in Arkansas, is still looking for his first win on Dardanelle.
Uh-oh, you ready? That's a good one.
Co-angler Dwayne Garrett from Jonesboro got the hook set, but found tough going getting the fish out of the lily pads. But a little teamwork landed Garrett's first keeper of the day.
I got big bass in the Costa series up here on Lake Dardanelle, and my main strategy with that was flipping. And I was going to give just a few tips on flipping for the young anglers and stuff out there. And for the beginners, you want to hold the hook away from your hand. You want to let your rod tip, just your rod tip, do the work. It's very important that you set your drag on your tension on your reel so you don't get backlashes. And it's a very simple motion. You just take it, flip it out there, let it settle in. Don't feel nothing, you pick it up and you move down the bank. You want this to hit the water as soft as possible. You want it to hit the water just with as little splash as you can. And so as not to really startle the fish. Just like then it just drops in nice and easy, there's no sound. You don't have to be real good, but you do have to have your practice. You do need to put the time in, because the more precise your casts are, the bigger chance you got of catching that 7-pound, 8-pound fish that you're looking for, and winning some money in these tournaments.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hardy, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Hey guys, it's my favorite time of year, because it's time for a bad boy.
Power, performance, cut. A better mower at a better price. And it's all Bad Boy. Industry-leading innovation with our patented Easy Ride system and swing-away design built right in. It's a better mower any way you cut it. 747 cc's, 60-inch cut, $49.99.
Classic American muscle and a blast to drive. That's bad boy, baby. Mow with an attitude.
I'm Kevin Meyer with Superior Chevrolet in Conway, Arkansas, and we're here today with Leland Nixon, one of Arkansas's top anglers, and we're here to talk about some of the maintenance that anglers may require for their fishing rigs and so forth. He's got a good-looking rig set up here with us. Leland, what are some of the things that are required for anglers?
Well, a few of the things are keep your tire pressures checked. Good tire pressure helps your tires wear better. Your bearings, make sure they're greased. Yeah, if you're in water and for a long period of time, your bearings will wear out quicker. So you want to be sure and see your local dealer and let them take care of the maintenance on that. Keep your oil changed. And we appreciate the support of Superior Chevrolet and all that your services do for us.
Welcome back to FLW Arkansas. The weather is changing strategies for the anglers, and this is one of the more fascinating parts of tournament fishing. When to stay, when to go, and where to go. This is Brandon Lee of Ratcliffe. He's on his way to a big day, and here is how he's going to make it happen.
Anytime it comes up, you know, and it's cloudy like this, a lot of the fish go to the bank. So I decided to find a backwater with as much water well in as I could, and just cover a lot of water. When it's like this, fish are generally active, so we're just putting the trolling motor on high and just trying to catch as many as we can while we got the weather for it. I've been fishing out here since I was 12, 13 years old, and I've been fishing the BFL since I was legally old enough.
Brandon already had 6 keepers on the day when we caught up with him. This fish was big enough to cull out the smallest fish, but he knows he will need even larger fish to contend for a win today. Remember Chris Darby of Hot Springs? Well, you won't forget this fish. He only had 2 on the day, but both were about 5 pounds each. Here's Mike Webster from Atkins. He has a full live well right now, which he estimates to be around 15 pounds. This fish will help add a few ounces. Those high ratio reels work. This keeper comes in as fast as Dale Jr. It's the latter part of the morning, and we're in an area just north of Delaware Cove, and we've got a boat out here in front of us. This is Terry Cole out of Houston, Texas, and his co-angler is Ron Knight out of Hot Springs. This is a popular area. Jeremiah Kindy's here. A few other boats are here as well. Got some lily pads and some toolies that these guys are fishing. This boat that we're going to follow right here is kind of symbolic of what's great about the FLW system. Terry Cole in the front of the boat. He's out of Houston, Texas. He's never fished Dardanelle before. He's here for one reason. He's going to be fishing in the qualifier for his cowboy division that he fishes, which is going to be held right here. So he's trying to get a little bit of advanced recon and learn a little bit about the lake. He's got 2 fish in the boat right now. His co-angler, Ron Knight, is 4th in the standings for co-anglers here in the Arky division. A good day today means he could move up in the standings, possibly even to get that Angler of the Year title. Let's see how these guys are doing. Cole is a lifelong angler, but just started tournament fishing 1 year ago. It's a big adjustment.
Man, I tell you, slowing my mind down. You know, when the competitive piece comes in, you're not just out there fishing for fun anymore, just the mental piece of it, you know, the longer the day gets, the faster your mind starts working. So just being able to force myself to slow down and, you know, not second guess myself and stick with what I know is going to work. But I'll tell you, it's definitely addicting. It takes fishing to a whole new level. Oh yeah, that's a good number 5. Ooh. Good job, number 5. Number 5.
There's number 5.
Well, Ron, let's talk a little bit about the co-angler race. You entered this tournament in 4th place in good position. You knew you needed a good day to kind of secure the deal, and right now things are looking good.
Yeah, it is. Those 3 guys in front of me better not stumble, or I'll catch them.
What's it like? Being a co-angler, you've got to be pretty versatile. You've got to be able to adapt to a lot of different styles of fishing and to be able to immediately change depending on what the boater's doing.
You do, yeah. You've got to be able to fish really any type of fishing, any type of structure. You want to be able to adjust. I've been fishing since about 1978, and like I say, all over. I'm pretty well versed on all styles of fishing. You're going to not catch a fish on a cast a lot more than you're going to catch a fish. So all of those casts that you're making, you're just preparing for that one bite.
The anglers are rotating around and the fish are changing just a little bit. Jeremiah Kendi has taken off. He's gone to other parts. It's a little bit after noon now, just a little less than 2 hours in this tournament. Terry's feeling good. He's got some more knowledge of the lake, going to be ready for his qualifier that comes up with the Cowboy division. And talk about somebody that's feeling good, Ron Knight. He's got his 5-fish limit, a solid 13, 14 pounds is what they estimate. That's going to be right up there in the standings to possibly win this event here at Lake Dardanelle. FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish, healthy, hardy, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
There are easier ways to become a better angler. Join FLW today and take your fishing to the next level. Get the magazine, get on the water. Visit flwfishing.com/membership to find out more.
Welcome back to FLW Arkansas, presented by Superior Chevrolet in Conway. Now, the anglers have had to deal with storms and rain and a constantly changing forecast. But hey, they are fishing.
It's not 100 degrees, and we're not at work, so it's a good day.
As the day draws to a close, the anglers return to the marina and prepare for the weigh-in. Now, the 97 boats return in stages. It's an active time at the dock as fish are bagged and hopes are high, especially when a big one is about to hit the scales. Well, your heart was racing pretty big, I bet.
Yeah, it was, but unfortunately that was the only one I got, so.
Well, that makes up for about 3 or 4 of some of the others we've seen, so good luck on the stage.
Exactly, thanks a lot.
Didn't really know how the weather was going to affect them, but started catching them pretty quick. They all stayed put, so.
So deep worked?
Yes, sir.
We saw several people who tried deep and then had to go shallow and catch some smaller fish.
Right. We never looked at the bank all day. We stayed deep all day long.
Good job, Daddy.
That's exactly what he said every time, and I think he said that 5 times. You have 5 good fish. Let's see how it goes up at the weigh-in.
Thank you.
JC's faith was not misplaced. His dad did do a good job. 18 pounds, 12 ounces. Zach took the lead and held the lead for the championship. Freeman earned over $3,700 with the win. And you saw both Brandon Lee and Sean Gordon earlier in the show. Their hot streaks continued to a 2nd and a 3rd place finish. Bryant's Cody Burke earned 6th. That's important in just a minute. At the beginning of the show, we followed the season points leader, Quincy Houchin. He caught fish, but not enough to contend today. His 4 fish for just over 12.5 pounds earned 26th place. This is kind of your kind of lake as far as how you like to fish.
It really is, you're right. And for some reason, I just can't get it together on Dardanelle. I don't know. I've spent a lot of time on Washita and DeGray learning them lakes.
And Cody Burke's 6th place finish sets up quite a season finale next month as he takes over 1st place by 1 point over Houchin. Co-angler Ron Knight held the lead for about 60 seconds. Then Rick Cole from Hot Springs came up to the weigh-in scales with nearly 17 pounds. Good enough for the win.
60 seconds ago, we interviewed the new tournament leader, Ron Wolf, and now while we were talking to him, you came up with a sack of 16 plus. How does that feel?
Man, it's a great feeling. I've had a great day today. Everything we did just seemed to be my day today, and the Lord truly blessed me today. You know, my boater, I followed up behind him, was catching fish right behind him, and it was just my day. I mean, I was throwing the same places he was throwing, I was catching them and he wasn't. It was a blessing today.
Cole's check is worth $1,859 with Ron Knight and Waldron's Jason Broomfield taking the next 2 slots. Ron Knight moved up 2 places and trails John Andrews Jr., who finished in 14th place today. We thank you for watching and also want to thank Superior Chevrolet for sponsoring this program. Feel free to show them your thanks by paying them a visit in Conway. You won't regret it. They love the outdoors like we do, and they will find a vehicle to help you get there. Finally, we want to leave you with the words of Herb Kimbrough. He's a co-angler who loves to fish and appreciates the opportunity a little bit more than most. He's a Little Rock police officer. This was just a few days after the tragedy in Dallas.
Give a prayer for all those officers down there in Dallas, Texas. A lot of people lost their lives this week, officers and non-officers, and each of those people have families. So there's a lot of people hurting right now, and the only thing to do is pray and try to make it, through these difficult times.
We appreciate you being able to give us this little bit of perspective as we talk about what's really going on in the world and some real pain that's out there, and to be able to put it in the context of here we are at a fishing tournament. And the reason why we're able to do what we do is because you do what you do to help keep law and order and to keep our society nice and stable. We really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.